Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We are meeting again today. This is the second day of streaming regarding architecture education. Last uh, streaming, we discussed about the worthiness of an architectural education and the profession, and whether it's lucrative or not. That that's okay. Architecture as a profession is the most respected and it's one of the elite professions. Okay, to make money and make this profession a lucrative one is up to everybody. In the sense, it is depending upon the individual's efforts and his inclination. Okay, there are architects who are very very successful and who have made good money, and almost every architect leads a good life, very contented, very fruitful, very meaningful life they have. The satisfaction of getting your imagination and your design uh, being erected in reality is such a great thing. Now, uh, any profession or any work is not just a matter of payments, salaries, fees, money. It goes beyond that. A profession should be pursued if you are interested in the profession, if you are involved in the profession, like the work you are passionate about, the work you totally are engrossed into will be very interesting and satisfying for any person. So, any profession or a career is not just money oriented. Okay, it goes beyond that. The whole of your life you are going to pursue that career every day, day in, day out. What is the point if somebody who doesn't like medicine, or who doesn't like hospitals, or the smell of medicines, becoming a doctor, even if he is capable of studying that, even if he is capable of clearing NEET and all those blah 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 thing, even if he is so capable studying through the profession and you know to be a doctor day in day out and proceed with that career, if he is not interested, it may not be really worth it. But whereas if he is passionate about that profession, if he is passionate about what he is doing, then he will never be discontented with any aspect. The satisfaction of getting your work done, the being able to do your work and in turn serve the society will be good enough for him to pursue his life in that particular career. Okay, this holds good for any work. No, we have known so many students who have become engineers because of the pressure of parents, but they ended up in media, they ended up in cinema, they ended up in photography, all kind of things, you know. But uh, a typical Indian mindset is always like they want their wards or son and daughter to be provided with a secured life. That is the typical middle class mentality. Secured life means he should be able to gain a, uh, a, a worthy or a respectable uh, job or a respectable position, uh, and then he should be able to get a considerable or respectable income every month. But most of the careers, Especially professional careers will be oriented towards uh, not just salaries or the money one can make every month. It goes beyond that. A profession is always respected. A profession is always regarded. A profession will be lucrative if you are looking for that. A profession will be service oriented. For that matter, any of the professions. Okay. But you have the choice. You can make money, or you can just do a charitable work, or you can balance charitable work as remunerative work, and whatever is possible. Like, it's up to you, up to the person, up to the individual. But even if you are paid enormously, you won't be happy if you don't like the profession that what you are doing. If you don't like the work that you carry out as a professional, the money cannot compensate that dissatisfaction in life. No. So to be, that's why I actually know, I have seen many uh, architects who have branched out into other areas of interest, and who had really shined in those fields also. Okay. Actually, the profession of architecture, the education of architecture opens up a wide horizon for a person, for a, a student to become a professional of his choice. Architecture is not just about buildings, design, and it ends there. Okay, it goes beyond that. Okay, an architectural education makes a person to look at things in a different perspective. It makes a person to tackle a situation considering various aspects that come into play. So in that case, architecture is a profession which prepares a person for a better life. You of late, uh, um, life has been related to the monetary benefit. No, it doesn't end there. Even if you make billions of dollars, if you are not able to spend time for yourself, spend a worthwhile time, happy time in the office, or happy time in your work, or happy time with your family, then what is the point in living? Okay. Whereas architects, they can make money, they get the satisfaction of their work, they are respected in the society. Okay. So it's all there. It's up to the person who is handling. You got, of course, you got to be very smart and very uh, energetic and very knowledgeable to create a command over the profession. Even if you have a command over the profession, even if you are a very good designer, if you are a good architect, you should also cultivate interpersonal relationship skills, so that you would be able to convince the client, convince the contractor, and get the things done. You can put forward the positivities of architecture to the people who are going to use it, your clients. You can convince, but it will take time. Of course, it will take time, but it will be rewarding. Actually, architecture graduates, they can fit into many roles in life, you know, especially in the AEC field. So, an architect can be a project manager, an architect can be a designer, an architect can be a liaison officer, an architect can be a marketing manager. No, a architect can be a in whatever way you can fit in. There are so many things. uh, it's a wide spectrum. Construction industry is not just about anything. He can shine as a planner, can shine as a manager, he can shine as a designer, and you have a lot of, even he can shine as a contractor. So the opportunity is open before you. It's up to you to prioritize. But in general, most of the architects prioritize the satisfaction of work and exemplary, producing exemplary work, quality of work than money. So if you are shrewd enough, if you are sharp enough, then you will be able to make money also. What I'm telling you is in straightforward, ethical, and legal manner. It's possible. Only that you got to prove your worthiness. You got to prove your importance, and you can do it. Okay, it's possible. It's and the satisfaction of the profession is enormous. Whether you have created a furniture or a table or a chair, or if you have created a campus, whatever you have designed and you have got it executed, you know that is, the satisfaction is immense, and it's uh, immeasurable. It is the greatest thing that an architect can feel. So that's why we always say, like, any profession, when done with passion, will always be rewarding. And you got to establish yourself in the profession. You got to keep yourself upgraded. You got to give 120% of your knowledge. You should be able to uh, uh, convince people. You should be able to communicate. Then, with commitment, knowledge, and conviction, you'd be able to be in a better position. Architects are not, you can say they are not real superstars, but they are stars in their own sense. Okay, their buildings speak for them. So architecture is a career that is immensely satisfying. Okay, so one's life is not just evaluated in terms of money alone. You can make money, of course, if you have the inclination, if you have the drive to make money. You can definitely make money in architecture. So nobody is going to stop that. If you have a passion to serve the society beyond money, making money, you make money, you serve the society, you get your self satisfaction of getting your ideas executed. It's all possible. So you got to choose what is your priority, and you can pursue in that manner, and you can achieve. So for that matter, any profession, it's up to you to go for what you want. You can go for money, you can go for satisfaction, you can go for service, you can go for excellence. So you decide on what you want. There is an opportunity. You can really make it big in architecture. You can become a big developer, of course. Okay, there are opportunities abundant. When an unlearned, or when unqualified, in the sense, I will not say that those people don't know anything. uh, they might have come with experience and training. Unqualified people uh, or educationally not qualified people getting into the profession of architecture, or not necessarily architecture, in the construction industry. They are able to design and they are able to get things done. It's a passion and involvement. You can do it. And being qualified, it adds. Architecture is one of the most respected profession. I have He's the leader in the AEC industry, whether he's a young architect or a very senior architect. He is the team leader of any project. But to gain that, you got to develop your command over your subject. You should be knowledgeable. You should be talented. You should be hardworking, and you should be learning things to go ahead of everybody, to lead the AEC industry. There is enormous opportunity there, and you can really do well. It's possible. It's possible to be very successful and very affluent. You can become affluent. Your life can change. Okay, it depends on what you want in your life. You prioritize. If you want to make money, you can make money. If you want to get fame, you can get fame. If you want to uh, be a teacher or a professor or any such thing, you can become a professor or teacher. If you want to be service oriented, running an NGO and involved in architecture, you can do that. So it's all there. Look at those famous architects. You know, they have made money, they have spent money, as well as they are respected, and they are considered elite in the society. So the possibilities are immense. The profession is there for everybody. Contribute to gain, to get their share of the pie. It is there. It is up to the individual architect to take what he wants, whether he wants the cream or whether he wants the core or whether he wants the icing or whether he wants the cherry, whatever it is. It's up to you. You have the ability to get the share of your pie. It's there. So architecture is a profession where we have all the possibilities to excel and become successful, and in turn contribute to the society. So that's good for all professionals. Okay, and every other profession has got its own negativities. Life as such is always consists of days and nights, light and dark. So the duality is always there. So is in architecture. You got rosy things, you got tough things. So any profession for that matter, and you got legal and legally respected and ethical practices. You got shady behavior and shady business. It's all there in any industry, not only in AIs, whether it's legal industry or medical industry, wherever you go, everywhere in the world, there is always a positive and there is always a negative. And how you balance that and pursue your life is what really matters. And I would say in architecture, you can always be positive and you can make the best use of the opportunities you get. as well as you can make your own opportunity. You can go for it. It is up to you. Any profession and any field of study or any field of work, everything is mixed. You got to find what you want. You got to go for what you want. And I'll definitely say architecture is the most respected allied profession country or in the world. And it's the most toughest profession. Okay. And whether you do a small residence or you do a big campus or airport or whatever it is, you can command respect if you are knowledgeable and if you are confident of the work you are doing. If you are totally dedicated and involved with it, you can do it. With this, I think I'll conclude this session of streaming about the positivities of architecture. So, good to be an architect, and we are contributing to the society, and we are getting respect all over, and it's one of the elite and great professions. Thank you very much. In the next episode, the next week, we'll think or we'll discuss about who can become an architect. What are the requirements to become an architect? What are the qualities needed to be an architect? Okay? And what are the where an architect can get himself fitted into in the society? So we will go on uh, discussing or talking about all these things in the upcoming episodes and in the upcoming streaming sessions. Okay, and happy to um, do this streaming. Hope everybody listens to this, and I need your feedback so that I can make it much better. Thank you very much. Bye.